From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up second.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Herring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
27-yard line.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. position.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
8-yard pickup.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Patriots 6, Broncos nothing.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Operating from the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He gets it to James White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Broken tackle. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Broncos' 18-yard.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide us. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll fire one downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Patriots 14, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia.
One thing we like to say in scouting is that if he played at Iowa, you know he's going to be well coached. And Michael Ojemudia is another example of that. Very solid corner. Kept getting better and better throughout his career. Kept the receivers in front. Not too many explosive plays given up. And when the ball was in the air, he transitioned very well. Excellent ball skills. Always there at the moment of truth when the ball arrived.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Demir Bird returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots 47.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Another run by Lindsey. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Gordon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, it's Newton. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A lot of storylines to a New England-Denver matchup. So many great games in the past. And worth noting, too, that Cam, of course, has his history with the Broncos as well. He was on the losing end of Super Bowl 50 when his Panthers lost to the Broncos 24-10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by...
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 35 on second down. Newton caught by the tight end Ertz. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 17, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
No, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
the gun on third down. Lock buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
He was brought down.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They'll try the air now with Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing here, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. Very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
His throw incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Newton escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Newton's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
You force 4 turnovers. This one home. He talked about celebrating with